Have you ever found yourself sitting alone, wondering if something's wrong because you're not surrounded by people? Maybe you scrolled through social media, seeing countless photos of friends gathering, couples celebrating, and felt that twinge in your heart, that whisper asking, why am I alone? Take a deep breath with me. Right now, in this moment, I want you to realize something powerful. The most important relationship you'll ever have isn't with another person. It's with yourself. And today, we're going to embark on a journey that will transform how you see your own company. Think about a master artist standing before a blank canvas. Nobody's watching. Nobody's giving input. It's just the artist and endless possibilities. That solitude isn't emptiness, it's opportunity. Your life is that canvas, and you're both the artist and the masterpiece. You see, most people run from solitude. They fill every moment with noise, with distractions, with other people's voices. But what if I told you that the very moments you're trying to escape are the ones that could elevate your entire existence? What if that quiet space you've been avoiding is actually your launching pad to greatness? I remember meeting Sarah, a young woman who came to me after her divorce. She was devastated, not just because of the end of her marriage, but because she'd forgotten who she was outside of being someone's wife. I don't know how to be alone, she said, tears streaming down her face. But here's what's beautiful. 2 years later, she didn't just learn to be alone. She discovered parts of herself she never knew existed. She started a business, learned 3 languages, and most importantly, she found joy in her own presence. You see, there's a profound difference between being lonely and being alone. Loneliness is the painful awareness of being disconnected. But solitude, true, embrace solitude, is the playground of self-discovery. It's where miracles happen, where dreams take shape, where your authentic self emerges from behind the mask you've worn for others. When you start to embrace solitude, something magical happens. You begin to hear your own thoughts clearly without the static of others' expectations. You start to understand that being alone doesn't mean something's missing. It means you're complete enough to be your own company. When was the last time you took yourself out to dinner? Not because you had to, but because you wanted to celebrate yourself. When did you last sit in a park, feeling the breeze on your face, without reaching for your phone to text someone about how you're feeling? These moments of conscious solitude are like spiritual vitamins for your soul. They strengthen your inner core, build your emotional muscles, and prepare you for life's greatest adventures. Because here's the truth, you cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot truly connect with others until you've connected with yourself. So think about a tree standing alone on a hilltop. Its roots grow deeper because it has to withstand the winds by itself. Its branches spread wider because there's no competition for sunlight. That's what embracing solitude does for you. It helps you grow stronger, reach higher, and stand firmer. But I'm not talking about isolating yourself from the world. No, this is about building such a strong relationship with yourself that being alone becomes a choice. It's about finding such fulfillment in your own company that others become a delightful addition to your life, not a desperate need to fill a void. You might be thinking, but what about all those studies that say humans need connection? And you're right, we do need connection. But the strongest connections come from people who have first connected with themselves. When you learn to be happy alone, you stop accepting relationships that drain you. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You start attracting people who match your energy, who add to your peace, who celebrate your independence. Let me share something powerful with you. Every great leader, every person who's made a significant impact in this world had to first become comfortable with being alone with their thoughts, their vision, their purpose. Moses spent 40 days alone on the mountain. Great inventors spent countless hours in solitude perfecting their craft. Your moments of solitude aren't punishment. They'll start seeing your alone time as sacred. These aren't empty hours to be filled. They're opportunities to be seized. When you're alone, you can dream without judgment, plan without interference, and grow without pressure. You can try new things without fear of failure. Dance like nobody's watching, because truly nobody is. And have conversations with your higher self that will guide you to your destiny. Today, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise that you'll stop treating solitude like a sentence and start seeing it as a sanctuary. Promise that you'll begin exploring the magnificent universe that exists within you. Promise that you'll start investing in the relationship that will impact every other relationship in your life. The one with yourself. Because here's what I know for certain. When you learn to be happy alone, you become unstoppable together. When you find peace in solitude, you bring peace to every room you enter. When you fall in love with your own company, you become the kind of person others love to be around. This journey of embracing solitude isn't always easy. There will be moments when the silence feels too loud, when the emptiness seems too vast. But push through those moments, because on the other side of that discomfort is a level of self-awareness and personal power that will transform every aspect of your life. Start small. Begin with 5 minutes of intentional solitude each day. No phone, no TV, no distractions. Just you, your thoughts, and infinite possibilities. Let those 5 minutes grow into 10, then 20, then an hour. Watch how your relationship with yourself deepens, how your intuition strengthens, how your inner peace expands. Remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Being single doesn't mean being incomplete. Being by yourself doesn't mean being without love. Because when you truly embrace solitude, you discover that you carry within you everything you need to be happy, whole, and you are not waiting for life to begin. This moment right now is your life. And in this moment, you have the power to transform your relationship with solitude from one of fear to one of freedom, from emptiness to abundance, from loneliness to self-love. The world needs people who have found their center, who know their worth, who bring peace instead of seeking it. And that journey begins in the quiet moments, in the sacred space of solitude, in the powerful practice of learning to be happy alone. As we continue this journey together, I want you to hold on to this truth. Your alone time is not empty space to be filled. It's fertile ground where your future self is taking root. And in our next moments together, we're going to explore how this solitude connects you to something even greater than yourself. A divine purpose that's been waiting for you to discover it. And that divine purpose I mentioned, it's woven into the very fabric of your alone moments. You see, when we embrace solitude, something extraordinary begins to unfold. A connection so profound, so powerful, that it transforms every aspect of our existence. Raise your hand if you've ever felt a stirring in your spirit, a whisper in your soul, that there's something more, something greater calling you. That stirring isn't just emotion. It's divine connection reaching out to you in your moments of solitude. You know, I've noticed something remarkable about palm trees. During storms, while other trees bend and break, palm trees sway and strengthen. Why? Because each palm tree stands alone, developing its own deep root system. That's exactly what happens when you embrace solitude with spiritual intention. When you develop roots that weather any storm. In these sacred moments of solitude, you're not just alone. You're in the presence of infinite possibility.